Have you ever been fired or laid off? If so, what was that experience like for you? Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's talk about getting fired because frankly, it blows, it hurts. You may even feel humiliated or maybe you're relieved. All of these are valid feelings, but the reality is that getting fired is not the end of your story. So take a moment to get all those feelings out into the open, and then let us start reframing this experience in a way that helps you move forward. And let's be real, getting fired feels different than being laid off. But both can have a massive impact on your life, and neither one defines your future. But in order to change the way you think about this experience, we need to break down some myths. Getting fired means that something is wrong with you. This couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, sometimes getting fired is the best thing that could happen to you. Think about it. You were unhappy at work. You felt unfulfilled. Maybe you felt underpaid or undervalued or overworked. Now you don't have to put up with any of that anymore. Getting fired doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just means that you and your employer weren't a good fit. Maybe the company culture wasn't right for you. Maybe the management style of your boss wasn't a good match for you. Maybe the expectations were unrealistic or the resources you needed were lacking. Bottom line, it just wasn't a good fit. And remember, if it wasn't a good fit before, it won't be a good fit in the future. So this is an opportunity for you to find a workplace that values you, that appreciates your contributions, and that supports you in doing your best work. And when you find the right place, you will love going to work every day. You've wasted your time at this company. Again, not true. Every single day you're building skills, gaining knowledge, learning how to work with people, and developing your career. All of this adds value to your life. And keep in mind that the skills you've developed are transferable. So even though it might feel like you wasted time, you gained skills and knowledge that you can use throughout the rest of your career. My coworkers are lucky that I'm leaving. Here's the thing, don't burn bridges. The world is small and you never know when your paths will cross again. Plus, you never know when you might need a favor from someone that you used to work with. Even if you left on bad terms, try to forgive and move on. Don't waste your valuable energy on anger and resentment. Instead, focus on finding your next opportunity and continue building your professional network. Nobody's ever going to hire me again. This is probably the most common myth and it simply isn't true. There are plenty of companies out there that need your skills and they want you to come and contribute to their team. And yes, there may be a few hiccups along the way, but overall, your track record of success speaks volumes about your abilities. Okay, now that we've debunked some myths, let's take a look at why getting fired might actually be a good thing. No. 1. Your confidence will grow. When you go through a difficult experience and you come out stronger on the other side, your confidence will soar. Think about the last time that you had to overcome a challenge. Did you not feel more confident as a result? Well, getting fired is no different. It's an experience you have to go through, and it will make you more confident as a result. Number 2, your resilience will increase. Just like your confidence, your resilience will also increase after going through this challenging experience. In fact, every time you go through adversity and you bounce back, your resilience grows and grows. This means that the next time you face a setback, you'll be even better equipped to deal with it. 3, you'll learn to appreciate what you want. You may not know exactly what you want until you've gone through a negative experience. For example, if you hate working remotely, then getting fired while you were working remotely might push you towards wanting to find a fully in-person job. This is a good thing because it clarifies what you want, and it helps you to focus your job search in the right direction. Number 4, you'll develop new skills. When we go through a difficult experience, we often find ways to be resourceful and develop new skills in the process. Maybe you learned how to manage your finances more carefully. Maybe you learned how to network or interview or how to market yourself. Whatever skills you developed, they will help you throughout the rest of your career, and they will also help you through any future challenges. Number 5, you'll stop wasting time at work. If you were unhappy at your previous job, chances are you were wasting time. Either you were daydreaming about what you wish you were doing instead, or you were actively looking for a new job. Either way, you were wasting time. Now that you've been fired, you can take all that time and energy and put it towards your job search. Let us talk about how to take this experience and leverage it to your advantage during your job search. First, take ownership of what happened. Whether or not you believe that you were at fault, take ownership and apologize if necessary. Own it and then move on. Second, keep your explanation brief and positive. There's no need to go into great detail about what happened. Keep it brief and keep it positive. Phrase your answer to this question in a way that shows that you take responsibility without being overly negative. Here's an example. I wasn't able to meet my sales targets at my previous role despite my best efforts. Ultimately, we weren't a good fit, and they decided to let me go. However, I am very excited about this new opportunity. Third, talk about what you've learned. This is your chance to show that you've grown and evolved since your last position. Be honest about the challenges you faced in your previous role and what you would do differently this time around. Hiring managers want to know that you can learn from your mistakes and adapt your behavior moving forward. Fourth, emphasize your accomplishments. Now is not the time to be humble. Make sure to talk about your accomplishments and leave out any details about why you were let go. The hiring manager will likely ask you about this, but only briefly mention it and keep it positive. Fifth, discuss your future goals. When talking about your future goals, make sure that they align with the company that you're interviewing with. Do your research and make sure your goals are a good fit for their mission and values. Being fired or laid off can be incredibly painful, but it doesn't define you and it doesn't define your future. Take some time to grieve and process your emotions and then start taking action. Find a new job, start a business, take some time off to recharge. Whatever you decide to do, remember that you're capable of amazing things. Now I want to hear from you. Were you ever fired or laid off? If so, what was that experience like for you? Leave your experiences and any thoughts you have in the comments section below. And as always, thanks for watching and see you next time.